It's the kind of music that draws you in on a fall day like today. And in fact, the latest album from the folk rock group Mipso was born on such a day in the hills of the North Carolina mountains. And from the mountains to the not-so-existent hills of Indiana, the Mipso foursome of Jacob Sharp, Wood Robinson, Joseph Terrell, and Libby Rodenbogue will now be with us at Hifi on November 4th in honor of their new LP, Book of Fools. They join us now. Guys, how are you? Jacob and Joseph joining us.
Hey, we're doing good.
We're good.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, thanks for being here. After a decade on the road and 5 acclaimed albums, you guys say you're now starting fresh with this Book of Fools project. Explain what that means for us.
Well, I think when you've made 5 albums together, the good thing is you get to know each other really well and you have certain patterns and habits, and that's like the vocabulary that you share as a band. But then every so often I think it's important to like start from scratch, take a zoom out and think, if we were starting fresh from today, what kind of record would we make? Who are we right now? And that's what we did on this one.
How important is that to continually grow? Because there are a lot of bands who say this is our signature style. We're going to do this nonstop, same songs over and over. But you guys are growing and changing with each other. Is there an importance to that, you think?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like, if there's any contract this band has, it's to be honest to who we are right now. And so that requires a lot of communication. This band started as people who were just friends who liked playing music together. We weren't trying to have a specific sound. We weren't trying to have a specific career. We just enjoyed writing songs and getting to share them with people. And as things have changed, as life has changed, we wanted to be true to that on stage too, and on record, kind of showing this is who I am and who we are together, and we're going to give that to you real.
I read that one of your band members, Libby, said that she was drawn to, like a moth to a flame, kind of the sound of the, quote, old weird Americana. What does that sound kind of mean to you guys from your perspective?
I think that as music becomes more commercial and reaches a wider audience, there tends to be a tendency to kind of make it smoother and more palatable. But if we look at the history of a lot of the music that we grew up loving and that we kind of fell in love with together as students in North Carolina, the old time and bluegrass music, there's some really strange and sometimes difficult music that comes from American tradition that I think it's more interesting and more human than some of the stuff that, gets put onto pop radio.
Explain that then with Book of Fools. Did you guys find that as you were putting pen to paper and music out there that you started to go, hey, some of this stuff's a little bit heavier or maybe a little deeper than we thought it was going to be?
Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, Book of Fools, one thing that's different about it compared to our other records is that we had a lot more time to make it. We historically are, like many bands, always on the road, and you fit in normal life and record recording and the small gaps between tours. This one, we gave ourselves about a year to be more based at home, to have writing retreats, to get to know each other again. And initially we thought, I think this would be a return to pretty straight up acoustic music. This might be kind of not soft and gentle, but in the stripped back version that we started. But as the songs emerged and as we were talking about the themes that they contained, it was clear to us that we needed to give it a little more aggression and maybe a little more, I don't know what the right word for it is.
Let it loose. Just like get into a room and just like play some rock songs together.
And it became clear in conversations with our producer, Shane Leonard, that we should highlight with this album that we're a live band who's played a lot of shows together and recorded the album live too. So we bunkered up in the studio, we practiced our butts off for a week, and we recorded it live to tape.
I mean, that has to play a large role in the fact that you guys have been together for so long, because I'm sure you guys can feel what each other may be about to do or they're feeling a different way as we're recording this, that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, that was a big part of it. I don't think we could have made this record with any other group of people. That's the beautiful thing about being in a band. But at the same time, even though we know each other well, there were times in this recording where we really surprised each other. And I was on electric guitar for a lot more of this record, and I think I even surprised myself sometimes. It was really fun.
Well, we are so excited for you guys to make your way here to Indy at Hifi. I know a lot of people are looking forward to you guys being here. That's November 4th. We've got all the ticket information you need and showtimes at allindiana.tv. Guys, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule to chat with us, and best of luck on this tour. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, great to get to know you. Hopefully see you at the Hifi in a couple weeks.
Absolutely.